Please subscribe.
Still another crossover. Nor Jeep Grand Cherokee by Honda Ford, or that the Ford Edge. Lots of the aforementioned options have been considerably upgraded or, even in the instance of the Blazer, entirely resurrected in the past couple of years. In the conclusion of the scale is that the 4Runner, that was redesigned several years past. Because automatic for your Triumph, right? Sigh. Really? VW builds the Atlas and Atlas Cross Sport since we found in October. The midsize Atlas altered the Touareg from North America, along with also the Atlas Cross Sport replaces. That is a fantastic question. Based on Volkswagen, its large-ish two-row does not replace anything. The Cup beaches up its own portfolio. As the Atlas was constructed by VW in your mind together with all North America, the Atlas Cross Sport is really right for all the customers, but within the section, the Cross Sport is the most economical. However, like its rivals, models that are higher eke beyond the mark with alternatives. Towing amounts are £5,000 with the V6 and exactly the same, £2,000 using all-in 4-cylinder. Towing energy is left up to £1,500 but everybody gets an automated transmission. Currently, you would think with a less row than the Atlas, there could be an advancement in dynamics and handling together with an Atlas Cross Sport. However, no. The Cross Sport shaves approximately £100 in the Atlas majority. Fuel market gains are nominal with just 1 town mpg over the Atlas and 21/24/22 for its 2.0 TFWD. There's absolutely not any Atlas 2.0 TAWD. However, the Cross Sport version is ranked at 18/23/20. From our time behind the wheel, Enigmatic was proven by discovering a performance gap between both. Beginning in Vancouver, our highway excursion took us to the palaces of Squamish, also finished in the interior of Whistler. Adding a couple of stops on the road, we drove around 90 miles complete. Divide that by 2 individuals and 2 motors, and also, I like that the Altos Cross Sport 2.0 TSE with Tech and Cell Premium R-Line V6 versions at 22.5 miles per hour pop up. Having a dozen plus oysters in my plate, judge me, article push, I slurped some ideas away. Was the automobile silent? Comparatively, particularly considering everyone was armed with summer vacations, a necessity that's provincial legislation during the majority of BC in October 1st through April 30th. A glimpse seen Bridgestone Blizzard treads. Was electricity a problem with all the climbs and descents? Together with the V6. Together with the 2.0 technically the same. There was engine sound together using all the 2.0 liter. Since the engine was clearly working more difficult, but it was not sluggish. Was the steering adequate? You know, such as the Atlas. And when not concealed behind fog and standard winter hullabaloo, while stunning, the C2 Sky Highway is not the most street out there portion we drove. Perhaps in the driest states, however, having freezing temperatures, threatening ice hockey, together with altitude changes along with the not too subtle warning which 20 km/h. 12 miles, within the rate limit intended car impoundment, I worked just like my internal workings. Impoundment really occurs with plus 40 km/h/24 miles per hour, however, that wishes to be that man at a corporate occasion? The Atlas Cross Sport will not win any street rallies, nevertheless it managed with poise. Never did I believe that there was a lot of crossover to restrain. In spite of a turning circle of 40.5 feet, which is much more than its section rivals as well as the Atlas, recorded at 38.1 feet, the Atlas Cross Sport does not turn as a bus. In reality, the one time I left a U-turn my driving partner said that the turning circle was not bad. Accessible are cruise control having lane maintained parking assistance, help, along with an overhead camera perspective. And recently readily available to the US marketplace are traffic sign traffic and recognition Jam 8. Traffic sign recognition is very self-explanatory as a method name could get. Street signs are detected by cameras and move that data to notify that you're inside the zone, then needless to say. Provided that those programs are triggered, brake, accelerate, and TJA will turn to steer the car around 37 miles per hour. It transforms into 60 km/h, which seems absurd whether this rate sounds unkind. We could not get the machine to get the job done. When decreasing morning visitors Vancouver, my co-driver attempted to come across an activation switch for no avail. Therefore, I did what many folks hope in the manual department of the owner on Traffic Jam 8 would not, also could not locate any mistake on the part. The ACC was not put the rate to or enough low, and also even the systems were not really on. Or lasers and the cameras could not discover the lane mark due to building barricades. So many maybes. However, one authoritative no more in the new feature was not really analyzed. Traffic jam assist. The ACC failed function as anticipated. And though sitting on precisely the exact identical wheelbase, together using the next row eliminated that the Atlas Sport Cross will be 2.8 inches shorter in duration, however somehow 0.1 inches broader. Total LED light and automatic headlights are standard throughout the lineup, whereas 900 lumen LED headlights with adaptive front light comes on cell versions. A new front seat in the Atlas distinguished the Cross Sport combined with front and back bumpers. Nevertheless, the passerby may detect none of the. Neither are flashy boring, merely. In the event the wallflower look is not something, Volkswagen provides a couple of sunglasses at no charge. The interior design is, wait for this, almost identical to this Atlas. But rather than a 12.3-inch virtual cockpit screen, the Cross Sport is equipped using a 10.3-inch single. Tapping on this surface was awkward whilst driving. From the other hand, I did strike on the menu choice that was proper, and there are a great deal of alternatives. But owners may personalize that as A+, and as they pick. Concerning comfort, the leatherette upholstery of this SE and real leather surfaces of their Cell Premium R line obtain no complaints. The steering wheel also felt beefy but not overly big. Dashboard and door inserts can be found for this additional premium feel and look, on trim levels. VW put a consideration to the ergonomics. As an instance, the passenger seat elevation that is manual includes 19 distinct configurations. Until the chair stopped climbing, meaning from the place, I pulled on the lever 19 times. Excessive? Yeah. So kudos to Volkswagen for admitting that the brief, and torsoed but everyone differs. Without a real surprise that, such as the Atlas, the inside is completely cavernous. For the interest of why Note Tiguan provides around 73.5 chew. Foot, there's no wonder into the particular usability and functionality of this Atlas Cross Sport. Notice, Honda's specs may probably record the Passport with as much as 100.7 chew. Foot, however, to paraphrase a footnote, that when the chairs are pushed that no adult can induce in. Likewise, over 50% of all the earnings of Volkswagen last year have been which experienced a growth. The inquisitive wonder what the revenue mix between motors may be, and Tiguan enters the mixture, although the company case for your Atlas Cross Sport is evident. The more compact Jeep provides 7-passenger capacity at a $7,600 discount on the Atlas. However, the Tiguan begins at $31,565 at $27,265 versus the Atlas Cross Sport. The $4,300 gap may seem high to some, but if spread out within the typical 69-month vehicle loan, yeah, it is long today. That is another $62 per month. Which gap is moved by Tiguan AWD versus Atlas Cross Sport AWD? What exactly does this buy? For more electricity, starters. The Tiguan provides only one powertrain, however, the both Atlas and Atlas Cross Sport are accessible with a Turbo 4 and also even a V6. But unlike the Atlas, a Cross Sport can be obtained with all the 4-cylinder on 6 accessible trims. The Turbo 4 is limited by the Atlas into responsibilities with premium version choices or no R-line. Volkswagen was mother on characters, but if there's a 19,250 gap from the entrance-level Sport ST 2.0 TFWD into the top-notch Cell Premium R-Line V6 AWD, it is just something to contemplate while wandering that prolonged cost walk.